Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today I'm going to be playing a grand challenge with Queenbow Cannon Fireball Ice Spirit, and I'm currently on my 89th 12-win grand challenge in Clash Royale. I'm also 8-2, so kind of a make or break situation, but I am closing in on the big 100 12-win GC milestone, and I'm going to be going for my 90th 12-win today. So I'm going to wish my opponent the good luck in our first match here, and just go for an Ice Spirit to start out. Do see a barb barrel, so just going to log it off, and barb barrel tells me that it actually doesn't really tell me much. We do see a tombstone as well, which does tell me a bit more. Probably going to be Splashyard, but could also be Golem in a worse case scenario. Do see the poison though, so probably going to be Splashyard, which I think is going to be a pretty good matchup. I am not sure if I'd rather have Rocket or Fireball here, because Fireball is really useful against Ice Wizards and for some nice chip damage against like Tombstones, or to help with a quick burst of damage in a push. But also Rocket is good for Spell Cycle. Unfortunately, my Queen does get taken out there, but Ice Spirit Freeze will do a really good job at taking out the Barb Barrel, and we actually get a nice connection. Does go for a Baby Dragon. I could actually Xbow when I hit 6, because he should be super low in Elixir after that Baby Dragon, plus he just used Skeleton King, and based on how Champion card cycle works, he won't be back to a Skeleton King anytime soon, so this should definitely be an Xbow connection. Gonna take a nice log on the Ice Wiz, as well as hopefully most of those skeletons. We do miss 2, but hopefully they don't do too much to my Xbow. I don't think either of them actually hit the Xbow, so yeah, that's gonna be a really big connection, and gonna get a Night Down on the Skeleton King, hopefully at the right time. Nice, I got the perfect timing off, so protecting my Xbow, and the tower is targeting the Skeleton King, and that is pretty much gonna be game already. So against Splashyard, you usually want to play it really aggressively in single elixir if your opponent gets into a weird cycle, and that's exactly what I did. And I mean, the game is pretty much over. Fireball or Rocket didn't really mean too much in this matchup, because again, I pretty much just won in single, but gonna go for an Xbow on the left, just because why not? Again, he doesn't have Skeleton King back in cycle. Gonna go on the left instead of the right, because my right side tower is considerably weaker now, and I don't want to give him any poison value on my weaker side tower. So that's generally a trend that you see in the Splashyard matchup, where you usually want to switch lanes constantly. At this point, it's not going to be that important for me, because I can pretty much just spell cycle him out over time. But it is pretty much a good rule of thumb to keep in mind in general Splashyard matchups. Does go for a Baby Dragon. Gonna switch my cannon over to the right. Actually gonna Fireball the Baby Dragon back and then log on the graveyard. I don't think we actually took even one skeleton hit, so that was pretty much a flawless defense. And Fireball was pretty good because I didn't have Queen for the Baby Dragon, so kind of had to. And at this point, again, my opponent has been in Spell Cycle range for quite a while, so I'm actually just gonna sit back and defend. This might seem kind of scummy, but I might as well just use this to my advantage, because I don't really need to go in. Queen will take care of all of those, and he might go in for a graveyard here, so yeah, just going to get a cannon down again. Notice how I'm playing my cannons really close to my tower, because I want them to be helping out against the graveyards. That's why I played it earlier against the Baby Dragon. I played it close to my tower as well. Now I'm going to go in because I have a Knight counter pushing as well as a cannon, so if he does go for like a Skelly King, I should be able to do an okay job against it. Gonna catch the Barb Barrel with my Ice Spirit. I did actually mess that up, but we still do get a connection again. The cannon was helping out, so that's going to be perfect. Just going to cycle to my log, and that is going to be a very easy first game. So definitely a really good matchup for me. Ice Spirit coming in really clutch as well, because Electro Spirit is really nice against the graveyard skeletons, but Ice Spirit is so good against the Baby Dragon and just freezing stuff in general. So that's going to be a really nice win. Let's keep it going though. Found the next game against Angel Loves Hard. Again, I am in a make or break situation because I already have 2 losses, so we'll see how it goes. Gonna give my opponent the good luck again. Ice Spirit to start things out, and we do see a Barb Barrel. Unfortunately, I cycled my log at the same time, so I'm gonna have to commit to the Barb Barrel. Gonna go for a Queen at the bridge, just pressure, because it will force another response out. Gonna pop my ability as he does go for the Tornado. So Barb Barrel Tornado, this could be a repeat of, oh my god, we see Ice Wiz as well. This could actually be Splashyard again. That would be really funny, because it is a really good matchup. I don't actually want to waste my Knight, so I'm actually just going to Expo, soak 1 Ice Wiz hit, and oh my god, I think it is actually going to be Splashyard. That is kind of funny. Should be pretty interesting though, because I don't think my opponent's going to mess up too bad early on. We're not going to get like a 2,000 damage lead like we got in the last game. That being said, he does commit to the Skelly King ability. I don't think I have to respond to that with anything, so that was pretty much just a wasted 2 elixir. I guess I will go Skeleton just to be safe, because it's definitely worth a 1 elixir to make sure I don't take like a few hundred hits of damage. Gonna Ice Spirit the bridge. We do see a Barb Barrel, so gonna go for a Queen, and I could maybe Expo with this Queen. He gives the oops because he missed the Ice Spirit, I guess. But yeah, I think this is going to be a decent Xbow opportunity, and he shouldn't be back to his Skelly King either again because of how champion card cycle works. Gonna pop my Queen's ability, Tombstone comes down, gonna log it off instantly. He is back to Skelly King now, and he actually, oh my god, he messed it up, so we might actually just win single again. The bad news is that I don't have login cycle, so if he goes for like a graveyard right now, yeah, he does pop the ability. I don't have log for that, nor do I have it for the graveyard. I guess I'm just gonna fireball all the skeletons, and it's kind of funny, but we are once again up over 2,000 HP in single, pretty much the exact same way the last match went. But yeah, like I said, playing aggressive in single is pretty much the name of the game with this deck. I feel like with 3.0, you don't necessarily have to play that aggressively because you can always defend graveyards well, but with this deck you don't have archers, so you do have pretty solid graveyard defenses, but it's not perfect compared to something like archers, which would just be really good. Just gonna log all these skeletons back though. He did just use his poison, so I could maybe spell cycle him out. This queen will force a response out. Gonna pop my ability. Ice Spirit as well, just to force even more elixir out. That is really worth it because in a way that was 1 elixir for 3. Ice Spirit did just force out the Ice Whiz. Gonna pre-cannon for the graveyard, Xbow opposite right away because he just used his baby dragon, and I'm gonna fireball off on the Skelly King. Gonna catch this barbell with my knight as well. And again, these cannon placements, not only am I playing them to tank for the baby dragon, I'm also playing them to help with the graveyard. So that's why I'm playing them up high, not too low, so that they tank the baby dragon hits, but also I'm playing them pretty low relatively to the map. Like I could play them in the middle or really high up, but I want them to help out with the graveyards as well, so that's why I'm placing them that way. But yeah, really nice win again, pretty much another free matchup. My opponent seems to be kind of upset about it, which is kind of understandable because that was just really easy. But I'll take it. 10 wins now. Again, kind of funny to get Splashyard 2 games in a row, but that is definitely a really easy matchup, so I'll take it. I'll take the free matchups, but let's look for the next match. Queue time is seeming to take a fair amount now. If it takes too long, I might have to cut it and get back because I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time, and looks like it is taking a super long time, so I will cut it and be right back when we find the next match. Alright, and we finally found a game against Hunter Xbow. So this is not going to be my friend Hunter who plays Icebow, but this might be an Xbow player based on the name. I'm going to give my opponent the good luck. He gives the well played, so I'll give it back. He goes for Zap, so it's definitely not going to be Xbow. It would have been kind of interesting to have an Xbow mirror matchup for my 90th GC run. Zap and Dark Prince. Okay, so hopefully it's not going to be Giant Double Prince. That would be the worst case. Hopefully it's going to be like Giant Sparky or something. They're just going to Knight for the Dark Prince right now, and we do see a Mega Minion. Oh no, I think it actually might be Giant Double Prince. It's going to be a really hard matchup. The good news is that we have Cannon, not Tesla, and this is one of the matchups where Cannon is definitely better than Tesla. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything for that Miner. I guess I'm just going to Ice Spirit it, and then Xbow for the... or rather, Xbow after the Mega Minion gets taken out. Should force something else. Okay, never mind. Prince does charge, but I was hoping it would force something in front. And looks like he played the Giant in front anyways. Going to go for a Knight and try and take this out as fast as possible. Xbow does stay alive, so it is going to help out against the Prince. Although it's basically dead, unfortunately. Going to have to Ice Spirit, and I think I have to log as well. So definitely not what I wanted out of that situation. I guess I won't log. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I took a charge. I was kind of hoping that I didn't need to log, but at the same time, I've definitely outcycled his Giant right now, and I'm going to go in. Hopefully he goes for a Miner. Okay, he goes for a Dark Prince. Perfect. Going to go for an Xbow right away, and he's probably going to E-Wiz to reset my Xbow. Okay, it does lock on. Nice. So I'm going to get ready to Fireball. I'm actually going to Queen predict the E-Wiz, and we do actually get it off. He does go for the Prince, though. Going to have to pop my Queen ability. That is going to be an unfortunately dead Xbow. Going to log all of this back, and Ice Spirit for the E-Wiz as well. And we are still not doing so well, actually, in this game. He gives it well played. I mean, I guess I got some damage, but definitely not optimal in this game, especially because I already have 2 losses. I can't afford to take another one. So definitely not a good sign to see a hard counter like this. Good night for the Miner. He did switch up the placement, so well played. But yeah, this is definitely a hard counter because it's really hard to get a connection, and they just get constant damage with the Miners. So gonna have to try and build up a push. Gonna go for a Queen in the back, I guess. Same lane, even though I know I'm giving him Fireball value technically. He does go for a Giant. Gonna go for a Cannon up high. There's gonna be the anti-Fireball placement, and the only reason I know that is because I know the anti-Fireball Xbow placement is kind of the same thing. Gonna Knight to protect my Queen. And he should actually be a little bit... Okay, he does have arrows. That is my one saving grace. I'm actually going to Xbow then, because I guess it makes sense. He didn't fireball off my queen the first time. Does go E-Wiz, going to go log instantly and try and take it out, and we actually do. So I'm back to my queen ability as well, and this is looking really good because I can actually Xbow again, and I am going to, because I think he might commit more on the left. Okay, he doesn't. Does go for a Prince, but he actually messed that up. Going to try and push it off the Xbow. Perfect. And he's not back to his E-Wiz, right, because he just used it, so he's going to have to zap my Xbow off. Does go for a miner. Now he's back to E-Wiz. Going to log all of this back, though. And E-Wiz actually does get taken out. Oh my god, we actually pretty much... Wow. I'm going to go in again right away because he played that really late. I feel like he's really low on elixir. Nice, we actually caught it. So that was pretty much elixir counting. I knew that since he played arrows really late and he was doing everything as early as he could, he was obviously low on elixir. That's going to be GG though. Really, really perfect game. Really good that he had arrows, not fireball. That was definitely a huge saving grace for me because that is just such a hard matchup if he had fireball. Even if he had arrows, it's not a super easy matchup. I guess Cannon helps big time though, but that would be so painful fight 3.0, so really glad I was able to win that one. Close call, but yeah, let's go. Gonna go for the next match, and we found it against NoctNight. Okay, this is actually gonna be my friend, so I think I'm gonna tie him, because I usually tie all my friends. And yeah, we are gonna tie, so I'll cut it guys, be right back when we finish this draw. Alright, and I'm back. So I did, again, like I said, tie my friend NoctNight. I've known him for a few years now at this point. We don't talk too much, but yeah, he's on my friends list as you can see, so we are friends. And he was playing Three Musketeers Golden Knight Royal Hogs. That's a matchup that I absolutely despise, so I'm actually really glad that we tied because I don't know, like, that could technically be my matchup if I have Queen especially, because Queen isn't as bad against Golden Knight as Archers would be, but still that is so obnoxious with the Royal Hogs. I'm so glad I didn't play that, especially against NoctNight. He's a good player. But we did find a game against Blackstorm, so this is going to be for the 12 win. Let's try and get a nice one. Just gonna split my skeletons in the back, and this is kind of an awkward hand, I guess. If he doesn't do anything, I'm gonna play a Queen. Okay, he does go for a skeleton, so... Looking like another cycle deck. Yeah, E-Spirit as well. Gonna activate with my Queen. Okay, unfortunately the E-Spirit didn't continue its chain. I thought it would. Does Fireball me, so I'm actually gonna Xbow, because I do have a Queen, and he just used both his cycle cards. Let's find out what he has. And Knight. Actually, this could be an Xbow mirror match. Does log. Get a Knight to predict either a building or... yeah, exactly. Either a building or like a Queen, because again, I think it's Xbow. I mean, based on what I've seen already, and that's... Okay, he actually messed up that split archers. Wow, so... This is already going to be a really nice early lead. Going to log this archer back to hopefully get a few more expo ticks on tower. Nice, that got 2 more, I think, so that was a really high value log, even if it didn't really seem like it. And, I mean, I don't want to call my shots too early, but I think this game is already over because we already have a 700 or so damage lead, and it is an Expo mirror matchup. Does go for an Expo himself. Gonna go Expo myself in the left. Knight for his Expo, and this is really good for me because he has Tesla, I have Cannon, so I can actually Cannon on his Expo. Gonna go get it down as soon as I can. And he has Tesla, as you can see. He could not really afford to Tesla. I guess he was trying to, but had to resort to archers instead. Whereas Cannon is so good because it's only 3 elixir. It's really, really cheap and efficient, and just like that, we pretty much won. If I didn't already win like with the first interaction, I definitely won now, because there's no way he's going to come back unless I make a huge misplay and choke, and I'm definitely not going to. So yeah, 3.0 Expo cycle looks like. I respect him for playing the deck. Looks like he is trying to go in again. Hopefully get my Knight down before the E-Spirit chains. Nice. And I guess I'm just going to defensive Expo. He should be pretty low in elixir. He only has skeletons and archers to tank this Expo. If he goes archers, I'll just log them off. I guess I should have logged before going Cannon, but still, Cannon is doing okay. Actually, Cannon did a pretty bad job there, but it was kind of my fault. I played it badly. Ice Spirit jumps, and we don't take any damage, though, so let's see if we're down any elixir after that. I don't think so, though. Okay, yeah, we were only down, like, 1, so really not the end of the world at all. Gonna Expo after the Expo locks onto my Knight, to make sure it doesn't lock onto my Expo instead. Now that he used Fireball, I can definitely go for a Cannon, and Cannon will do a great job. There's no way he can really take it out. As you can see there, even though Cannon is kind of frail and low on HP, it has such high DPS, like it's insane. Gonna pop my Queen ability right here, and does force the Knight out, which is perfect. I'm actually gonna go in. Unfortunately, Knight does survive, but gonna try and get a Tesla down before, or a Knight down rather, for his Tesla. Perfect. Then I'm gonna go for a Cannon to snipe the Tesla and separate it from my Knight and Expo so he can't get spell value on it, and that's gonna be another small connection. So we're pretty much playing this perfectly. Not sure if this is going to be my matchup or not. I do have Queen, which helps a lot, and Cannon, which I think helps more than Tesla. But he does have E-Spirit, and I have Ice Spirit. Gonna go for a low Queen, I guess. Cannon should be tanking for a little bit, and I could honestly Fireball if I need to. Let's see if he gets like a Knight down. Just gonna go for a high Cannon to stall. Queen ability activated, and that's actually pretty much gonna finish off his entire Xbow. Perfect. So he got the log down a bit too late. And at this point, I can pretty much just get 2 Fireballs down and win. He does actually have to respond to that Ice Spirit, otherwise, yeah, it would be guaranteed 2 Fireballs. Just going to defense Xbow again. This time I switch to the right side because I don't want him to Cannon. Or rather, I keep messing up my words, but I don't want him to Fireball my Xbow and my healthier side tower, which is my left side tower. And I did get a Knight down in time, which is great because now my Xbow's still alive and his Xbow's dead. I guess I'm just going to go in. I could cycle 2 spells, but I feel like this is a faster way to win. So just going to take the Fireball value, Skeletons for the Knight, and that is going to be a lock. Perfect. Pretty much going to be game. Yeah, that's log range, so GG. Really nice win. My opponent seems to be upset, but yeah, we just kind of punished him pretty hard early on and got a better exchange because of the Cannon in that single elixir exchange. But yeah, that's going to be 12 wins. Let's go. Really nice 12-2. Clutch it up. I was already at 2 losses, so it was looking a bit dicey, but I'm glad I was able to do it. I've been experimenting with different decks, so Queenbow with Cannon and Fireball is definitely fun. A nice little change from the Queenbow Cannon Rocket deck with Fire Spirit. I wanted to play with Ice Spirit because I love it, and this chest, I do get a Legendary actually, so that's really nice. Usually I don't get anything too good from these chests, but I'll definitely take a Legendary. Nice Mega Knight there, so really nice chest. And that is going to be my 90th 12-win GCs, so really good stuff there. There's the 12-win in my battle log. And Xbow was an interesting matchup. I never really face Xbow these days, I feel like, but I'll take it. Kind of funny that we got 2 Splashyard games in a row, but this giant game was so clutch. Really glad I was able to win that one. I feel like I played it really well. And I'm really glad I didn't have to play against Noct because, yeah, he is my friend, and that is an annoying matchup. But yeah, there we go, 90 GCs as you can see, so really good stuff. Only 10 away from the 100th. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a road to 112-win GCs with Xbow series. I feel like I could do it. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.